Thank you, Toby. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity of giving this presentation in-house, because many times parents ask us, can you organize a presentation? So I think this is a fantastic opportunity to know everything about Humboldt Institute. So we are covering with you in this opportunity all the frequently asked questions. So in this opportunity, we have here in the presentation, Toby from Humboldt Institute, who is going to give the presentation. And then there is our Escuelas del Mundo team, who are going to be attending the parents through the procedure of enrollment. So once they have made up their minds and they really, want to come to Humboldt Institute, we're going to help them all along the progress of enrolling. And then we're going to, be in contact with Humboldt Institute and the parents and be, in the middle to, to help everybody out with, the whole experience. So mainly Marisol is the person in charge of the enrollments. So you can say hello, Marisol, so people can see you.
Hello.
And then in the rest of our team, there is Eliana that is not showing her face today, but she also helps us. And there is Cristobal, who is in charge of our marketing.
Hi,
So,
how are you?
Thank you, Toby. Go ahead, explain us everything. Todas las mamás del Perú quieren escucharte.
Sure, with pleasure. Thank you very much, Lucrecia, for this introduction. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Today, I give you a quick introduction into the German courses of the Humboldt Institute and what we have to offer for students, and especially for those students from Peru that come to us every year by Escuelas del Mundo, the agency with whom we cooperate for, I think, more than 11 years now. And you can see for such a long cooperation, students are happy, students are returning, and the next students are already looking forward in joining our courses in 2023. So you what courses are, what's the basic concept behind all those courses, and I'll focus on our two biggest course locations for teenage students. That is the most asked for age group that we have from Escuelas del Mundo. And I'll also answer some of the most frequently asked questions by parents. My name is Toby. I'm responsible for the marketing activities of the Humboldt Institute. That is our website, our brochures, and I also attend student fairs abroad. And I do not only have this marketing experience, but previously I was working for a private boarding school as an admissions officer for national and international admissions. So I've spoken to countless parents and I know what their concerns and what their questions are. And now I'm looking forward to answer the most important questions about learning German in Germany. So just a quick table of contents. And let's start with a bit of history. The Humboldt Institute is a non-profit organization where a language that just our principle is that language should be learned in the country where it is actually spoken. And we do this since 1977. And this means we have over 44 years of experience in teaching German as a foreign language. And we do this year round. We have 4 language schools that are open any time of the year. And we have an additional 9 summer course locations for different age groups all over Germany. And we had the pleasure so far of welcoming more than 80,000 students to our course centers, many of them returning students. And they came from more than 160 countries worldwide. So you can see it's very international in our course locations. A quick word on the Humboldt principle, because that's quite important. We're a language school, but we're a special language school because our concept is a concept of total immersion. Everything takes place on one site. You can imagine this like a boarding school for the German language. Students learn with us, students live with us, and they also spend their leisure and free time with us. And all those activities, especially in the classroom, but also outside the classroom, are conducted in German. So this combination learning and fun between intensive German courses, supervised homework sessions, and a daily leisure program, including excursions, creates a fun learning environment all day long, and students can apply what they have learned in the classroom also outside the classroom with our staff members who speak German with the students, among each other, because students, of course, want to improve their German as well. And by this concept of total immersion, we're able to offer our students a quick learning progression. And once they have completed one of our courses, they'll see a noticeable progress in their German knowledge, which initially, of course, was the goal in the first place before coming to the Humboldt Institute. But now let's start with the courses before we go to the course locations. Our courses are general German courses, but they're also intensive. So we usually have 30 lessons per week. One lesson consists of 45 minutes. For the younger students, for children, we also have shorter courses with 20. And the classes are small with only 10 students on average, which also enhances the learning experience. In addition, we also have individual tuitions, so one-on-one classes for those students who wish to make a very quick progress or who want to focus on very specific topics. Those courses, they're offered on all levels, so from total beginner to advanced learner. And this means that you can attend one of our courses any time of the year for all age groups and for all language levels as well. And now some more information on our courses with a lot of image material as well, so that you right now in front of your computer, in front of your device, you can get a better impression of our language schools. And of course, later after this presentation, you can check our website with additional information, or you get in touch with Lucrecia and her team in case you have any more questions that are not covered in this presentation. Now, just very quickly, our two schools for adults. Adults means 18 and older. So for those of your kids who are already a bit older and who want to continue studying German, or who may want to go to university in Germany, just very quickly, one of our schools is located in Berlin. You can see it's in the very center of Berlin, so everything's really close by. And also here we have this immersion approach, and everything takes place in this school building. It's a capacity of around 90 students, and additionally, we also do offer accommodation in host families for those students who prefer this option. For students who say Berlin is nice, but maybe I prefer a more quiet course location, we have another option as well, which is our school in Constance. You can see it's much smaller. It's in the very south of Germany, near Lake Constance, and also very, very close to Switzerland. So for those of you who may have relatives in Switzerland, it's just about 1 hour from Zurich. So that's also very convenient if you fly into Zurich airport and then travel further on to Constance. The school is much smaller and is currently undergoing renovations. So this has a more familiar setting than Berlin. So maximum 40 students in comparison to around 90 students. And it's just the ideal place for someone who's looking for a serene setting for his German language course. But now enough about the German courses for adults. Now I'll focus on our offer for teenage students, and especially our 2 year-round course locations in Bad Schussenried and especially in Lindenberg, since both of them are the most popular option for Peruvian students. So this is the first one. This is our school in Bad Schussenried. Bad, by the way, means spa in German. So that's a former spa town. And you can already see it's not a big town. You've probably never heard of it. It has around 8,500 students. And our school is located on the edge of town here in this complex with its own campus. So at first, you can see it's a very peaceful setting. We have our own campus, so it's a very safe environment for students, especially for minors. And this is always a big concern for certain parents. And I can assure you this is a very safe place for your students or for your kids to study abroad. Of course, you may wonder, well, how to get there. In any case, we offer a transfer service, in this case, also from Zurich Airport or from Munich Airport. And as outlined in our course concept, also here, everything takes place on one site. The school works like a boarding school for the German language. We have 2 age groups, children and teenagers, and we have a maximum capacity of around 300 students. This max capacity is used mainly in summer, and in spring or in winter time, the number of students is, of course, much lower than that. In the center are the German courses, the intensive German courses, usually with 30 lessons per week. You can see small classes here. Students learn with us on the campus. Students live with us on the campus. This is our leisure lounge where the students can play ping pong, billiards, just hang around, read a book, or just chat with other students. They're also accommodated on campus. We always have twin rooms in Bad Schussenried, and all rooms are equipped with ensuite bathroom. So this means you have a lot of privacy. And what you only need to know is that we have different buildings on this campus. So we always have twin rooms and always ensuite bathroom and always with a balcony. However, some rooms may be bigger than others. Some rooms may be smaller. Some have bunk beds. Others have individual beds. The way we place students has nothing to do with the rooms themselves, but we place students according to their level of German and according to their native language, because we don't want to put 2 Spanish speakers in one room. We want to put students in one room who have different native languages in order to encourage them to speak German. And for this reason, they should have a comparable level of German in order to benefit from one another. So in this, for instance, is one of our rooms with bunk beds, and the other twin room that is a bit bigger with individual beds can be seen here. And on our website, we provide additional photos of the accommodation and also a panoramic image where you can get a virtual walk through the room, basically. In the residence and throughout the day, our students are supervised since they're minor students. That's a very important aspect as well. And also during nighttime, our staff members, they are accommodated in separate rooms, but in the same buildings as the students are. So someone is always nearby to help the students out in case there should be any issues. The school is very well equipped, both indoors and outdoors. For instance, we have a large indoor pool that students can use, which is always quite amazing for visitors or students who join us for the very first time. We also have an indoor tennis court. We have an indoor gym where students can spend time and do sports when the weather outside is not that nice, especially in wintertime. But our leisure program is not only composed out of sports activities, we also have a lot of creative activities. And we also try to have a variety of students. Of course, we also go outside. We have our own soccer pitch. We have the campus itself where we can do lots of activities. There's a swimming lake nearby as well. And of course, we also go on excursions. If it's nearby, we might take our bicycles, but twice a week we have excursions to smaller cities nearby, to museums, or then on the weekends to bigger cities like Stuttgart or Munich. And we always combine a cultural activity with free time. So students should learn something about Germany, should learn something about a specific topic, but of course they should also have some time to enjoy themselves, spend time together and just relax. That's important as well. Now you might ask how all this works out. And for this reason, I show you here a sample week of our courses. This is identical, by the way, for Bad Schussenried and Lindenberg for the intensive 30 courses for teenagers. You see from Monday to Sunday, there's a clear plan and a clear structure, so students always know what to expect, where they should be, where to participate, and when they have time off. So from Monday to Friday, you see we have classes in the morning mainly, but also sometimes in the afternoon. And this learning part is followed by activities, by leisure activities, because you can't just learn all day. You also need some time to relax. Yeah, this is what we offer with our program, with this daily structure. And of course, there are also time frames within the week where students just have time off, just to call their parents back home, to chat with their friends. They can also do this on their mobile devices, of course. They should be switched out in the classroom, but during leisure activities, when students have time off, they can, of course, take their device to communicate, for instance, with their parents back home. And you also see the excursions that we have on Wednesday and on Saturday. And regarding the activities, as I said, we try to create a varied leisure program. And for this, we have a blackboard in the school announcing the different activities that are on offer for each afternoon, together with a photo of the staff member that's conducting the activities in German, of course, so students can choose what they prefer. It's mandatory to participate, but when there are several activities, students can, of course, choose their favorite activity. Okay, so much for Bad Schussenried. And now we focus on our second biggest year-round course location in Lindenberg, also in the south of Germany, a bit closer to the Bavarian Alps. This is the campus here. You can imagine it's a bit smaller than Bad Schussenried. It's basically one big building in an L shape. And here we have a capacity of around 200 beds in residence, so around 100 students less than in Bad Schussenried. But in summer, we offer the option of host family accommodation in Lindenberg. And a special feature, or well, many of the Peruvian students, they join our school in winter. And what do you expect from winter? Of course, snow. And here you can see that in Lindenberg, usually there's plenty of snow, starting in mid-end December, going through January, February, March, usually. And our students, of course, enjoy their time in the snow. And as a special feature in Lindenberg, in the winter month, we offer German plus skiing. That means we offer the intensive German course as already presented in the morning. And then in the afternoon, from Monday to Friday, students can learn how to ski or how to snowboard. And on Saturday, there's an excursion to a bigger skiing resort in Germany or in Austria, where students can perfect their skiing skills or just enjoy themselves. That's a special feature that's only available in Lindenberg because we're very close to the mountains. Other than that, in Lindenberg, the concept is identical to Bad Schussenried. We have different rooms, mainly twin rooms. We have a few triple rooms as well. We have also rooms with individual beds that have been recently renovated. We have renovated rooms with bunk beds. We have rooms with individual beds. And just like in Bad Schussenried, we place students of different native languages, but of comparable level of German with each other in one room in order to incentivize them to speak German. Of course, we always put boys together and girls together, so we don't mix them up. And usually boys or girls are either on separate floors, or there is one of our staff members in the room between the girls and the boys section, basically as a buffer, to prevent accidental parties or nighttime visits, because all parents of teenagers probably know that rules are basically considered as an orientation, but not always something that has to be 100% followed. So this is why we sometimes have to enforce those rules, but nothing tragic. Here, for instance, is one of the renovated rooms with bunk beds. And also in Lindenberg, we have a lot of activities that take place on campus. We have a small swimming pool as well. We have this big leisure hall with billiards, table tennis, table football, and also outside. We have plenty of activities. Here, for instance, is a photo of our students while skiing. If you may ask, well, if I have to bring my skiing equipment, that's a bit a lot for luggage. Don't worry. Students only have to bring their winter clothing, and we provide the skiing gear, as well as helmets. And the level of the skiing course is usually for beginners. So even if you don't know yet how to ski, that's not a problem. The skiing instructor will take care, and students can, learn skiing while learning German. So that's it for Bad Schussenried and Lindenberg. Both of those course locations are open year-round, so you can join us anytime. That's a huge benefit, because no matter if it's July or January, we're open for all levels, and for the age group between 10 years of age up to 17, 18 years of age, depending on where you want to go. For those students who prefer to come to Germany in the summertime, we have additional residential summer courses for teenagers in big cities like Berlin, Munich, Cologne, Düsseldorf, and Vienna in Austria. So for this age group, we mainly have bigger cities because this is what those students prefer. And for instance, we have many students who go to Berlin first and they go to Munich, and they constantly improve their German level while seeing other parts of Germany, while learning more about Germany. And new is a German plus outdoor activities program that we offer this summer in the Allgäu region that's quite close to Lindenberg. So for those students who are into rafting, water skiing, hiking, climbing, for them, this is certainly a great offer. Then in addition to those teenage summer courses, we also do have summer courses for children, starting for students as young as 8 or 9 years of age. I don't present them here because the students coming from Peru are mainly a bit older, but you can get more information through Lucrecia or on our website. Just 2 impressions from the summer courses in Düsseldorf and in Cologne. You can see students have a lot of fun, both in class, but of course also outside the classroom. That's Cologne with the cathedral in the background. Now, just a very quick word on our other programs for those students who might be interested in secondary education in Germany. We have a large program and partner with more than 40 boarding schools all over Germany for those students who want to graduate from school in Germany. However, we also have short-term programs for students into life at a German boarding school. And this is possible for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, just as you like. And we provide more information on this program and on boardingschoolsgermany.org. Just to quickly recapitulate what's the quality of the German courses at the Humboldt Institute. We have an own curriculum. That is, we don't only work with a specific book and start on page 1 and then finish on the last page, but we have created our own curriculum for the different age groups for children, teenagers, and adults, so that everything that's taught in class is adequate for this age group. We have a mandatory placement test so that our classes are homogeneous. So our A1 class should benefit all of those students in this class. The German courses are quite intensive with 25 or 30 lessons. and quite small, with an average of around 10 students, both factors which certainly benefit the quick learning progress. Our teachers all have university degrees, and we also have regular performance controls. So don't worry, we're not testing all the time, but for instance, we have weekly tests that benefit both the students and the teachers, because the teachers know what the students have understood from this week's topics, and the students know where they are, if they could follow the class, if they can actively use what they have learned. And our residential accommodation and the comprehensive leisure program also contribute to this learning success, because they create an immersive experience in a German-speaking environment. This is also reflected by certain awards that we've received for Best Summer School Germany, Best Language School Germany, from Turkish education agents, but also from international education agents through the Study Travel Star Awards. And now I'd like to finish off with the advantages that our courses offer for you as parents and for your students, because we have more than 40 years of experience, and we can prepare students both for either school attendance in Germany, for university studies in Germany, and most important, students at the school in their home country, because you can significantly improve your German level when attending one of our courses, thanks to this total immersion concept. And for you as parents, it's quite beneficial that we offer complete packages that comprise the German course, the accommodation, the activities, and everything that you need, as well as the course material. Everything is on one site. That's very, very safe. You always know where your students are, and we have no additional fees for registration, for material, and so on. The only extra fees that we do have are airport transfers, for instance, health insurance if this is required, and then very important, we offer this around-the-clock supervision for children and teenagers in our schools. And we're waiting for you. Just join one of our course centers. Our students are very happy, and if you want your kids to become happy students, then just send them to the Humboldt Institute. I hope I could give you a quick insight into the German courses with Humboldt, what the main features are, where we offer those courses, why you should attend one of those courses. If there are any questions left, Lucrecia and her team will be very happy to assist you. I've noted here their contact details. And yeah, we and I would be very happy to welcome many more Peruvian students to Germany. Wir freuen uns auf euch. Kommt zu uns, kommt ans Humboldt-Institut und lernt Deutsch mit uns. Thank you very much for your attention, and hope to see you soon.
Bravo, thank you very much, Toby. Wonderful explanation. I had one question about the age of the students.
Sure.
Because from which age until what age, what is the range of age students accepted in Lindenberg and Bad Schussenried? And how do you organize, the little ones and the big ones?
Yeah, sure. In Lindenberg, it's easier. There we only have teenage students. The age range is 13 to 17. So it's not that a huge gap. And both attend the intensive course 30. For the younger students, for the kids, it's Bad Schussenried is more suited, because there we have those two age groups, 10 to 13 and 14 to 17. The difference basically is the number of lessons per week. And usually during the year, so outside the summer season, we mainly have teenagers. If we have younger students, they can attend the intensive course 30 at no extra cost. That's not an issue. And in summertime, when we have more kids, we usually create special groups for those students and conduct leisure activities, especially for the kids, in contrast to the other leisure activities for the teenagers. So here we have different offers for different age groups. But since your students are mainly teenagers, they can join one of our courses in Bad Schussenried or in Lindenberg any time of the year without any issues.
Mm-hmm. So in case, for example, there is a 12-year-old student, no? So in the lessons, he would study with the students that are 16?
Yeah, depending on when he would join the courses. So if he's the only student in this age group, then he would, for instance, be together with the older students. But of course, he would be on the level that is needed for the students. You see, we have very different students. We have some advanced learners that are very young, but we also have older students that are in the beginner classes. So it's all about the level of German that the students have, because we want to offer the best course experience for all students. And usually an age difference in the class is not such a big issue. And as I said, the younger students, they mainly join our course in the summertime, in the high season, and then we have bigger groups of those younger students, and there we have separate classes, for instance. But we also have younger students, for instance, who want to attend a boarding school in Germany later on, and they're integrated for several weeks, several months, until they finish the required level B2 with older students, and that's not an issue.